Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Wisman here, and welcome back to another video here on the Pokecentral network. If you guys do want to join me here on my server, the IP is pokecentral.org. There are all the links you need down in the description to go ahead and get on the server. So let's just go ahead and get straight into things. We have a bunch of stuff here in our inventory. We are actually going to be opening up a shadow egg, an aura egg, as well as a shiny egg, just to see what we get out of them. We have our epic scroll, which we actually bought a couple of episodes back that we're going to take a look at. But before we do any of that, we're actually going to be opening up our 3 premium keys for this week. So if you guys do have a rank on the server, veteran, master, or champion, you get these keys every single week from your weekly kit. Let's go ahead and get straight into this and open up our first premium keys. So these crates can actually either give you clue scrolls or they can give you gems, and I'm really hoping that we get more of the clue scrolls because I find those to be a lot more fun to mess around with than the gems. But it really just comes down to personal preference, which one you prefer more. But we actually got another epic clue scroll. Opening up our second key. I want to get the common ones just because they're really easy to complete and they give decent enough rewards to make them worth completing. All right, a rare scroll, maybe? Nope. Looks like we're going to be getting gems from this one. And we have our final key. We could get another legendary scroll. They're like a 2.5% chance, so they're super rare. But that could be pretty fun to try and complete again, although they get a little out of hand sometimes. They're a little bit too difficult. I think we're going to be getting gems again. I don't think we're making it to this rare. Yeah, we're getting 150 gems. That is okay, though. We got one epic clue scroll. Maybe we have some overlap in our challenges. All right, not really too much overlap for the most part. There's some things like release Glygars is on both of the scrolls. But other than that, I don't think we really have any overlap. We're actually going to have to find, it looks like 7 Glygars in total, which that's going to be a whole lot of fun. 2 wild war turtles, 2 Charmeleons. Oh, okay, and 1 Ivysaur. This is going to be really rough, actually, now that I look at them. We might not be able to complete these things very easily. It's going to take quite a long time. So I really want to start working on my entire team, getting it done so that we can go ahead and actually start battling some of the other players here on the server, and we can do maybe wager battles or possibly bring back tournaments. I really want to do that. I think it could be pretty cool to actually compete in them rather than just have them running on the server, because the last time around I never really fought in any. Not saying I'm going to win by any means. I'll probably get knocked out first round every time, but it could be fun to try all the same. So we have our Nidoking, and he's pretty good. What we actually need to go ahead and do is get 5 other Pokemon, and we are going to be having a Mega Mawile on our team. We already have the Pokemon, but what I'm actually going to go ahead and do in tomorrow's episode is do a how to train your Mawile video, where I talk all about what moveset we're going to go for, EVs, IVs, ability, and held item, which is obviously going to be the Mega Stone, and all of that stuff. So if you are interested in seeing how my Mawile turns out, make sure to go ahead and tune in for that. In this episode, you know what, let's go ahead and actually open up, before we do anything else, let's open up one of these eggs. Which one should we do first? I'm going to save the shadow egg for last. So let's open up the shiny egg first and see what we get out of this. I think it's going to pop up in chat and say that I opened up a shiny egg, maybe? Maybe it doesn't, actually. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Okay, come on. Not a Spinarak. Tropius. No, give me a Larvitar. Come on, one more. Ah, okay. We got a Tropius. That is fine. Yeah, it doesn't pop up in chat. Okay. All right. You know what? That's not terrible. We're in vanish mode, but let's go ahead and come out of that. And it's really just not a good shiny. It's just not. It looks like a worse version of the regular Tropius. So we're going to go ahead and just toss him in the PC, which we do need to organize at some point. Let's pull out our Flygon. Let's get our Parasect here. And then what should our 6th Pokemon be for now? You know what? We'll go with Metang. Honestly, this team is a pretty cool team. Outside of the Parasect, which is not a very cool Pokemon, we replace Parasect with like Rayquaza. That could be cool. This is not the team that I'm going to be going for, by the way. I already have a plan. I have it laid out. Me and Blazing, okay, not me and Blazing made a team for me. I mean, I picked the Nidoking and the Mawile, but the other 4 Pokemon, that's all up to him. So you guys will have to wait and see exactly what that team ends up being. I feel like I'm going to be a little bit at a disadvantage because everybody that watches these videos and competes in the tournaments is going to know my exact team. I'm going to go ahead and get the Aura Pokemon out of the way as well. We are actually doing an Aura contest. If you missed the last video, make sure to go and check that out. We're basically doing a community ran contest where you guys, I don't know how to put it, but a community contest where you can basically submit your own Aura textures and go ahead and get them added to the server. So if you are interested in hearing more about that, there's actually up to $300 in prizes. Check out my last video and you can enter. It's pretty simple. All you have to do is make an Aura texture, submit it, and if you end up winning the contest, you get the prizes. Top 3 people get the prizes. And if we do end up adding it, you'll actually get it added onto the server and you'll get a 100% IV, nature of your choice, probably ability of your choice version of that Pokemon on whatever server you choose. So it's a good way to get a really good Pokemon if you do end up actually making one. Where did this guy go? Where did our Dratini go? I don't see him anywhere. So he's got to be on page 1, right? Oh, he's right here probably. One of these two. They honestly might both be Tiger Dratinis. Yeah. I think we need another Dratini. So if you guys are interested, I know I said in the video that you can't make textures for the Pokemon that already exist, but I kind of never added the actual list of Pokemon we already have textures for. So if anyone wants to make a really, really cool Dratini, Dragonair, and Dragonite line Aura texture, I am definitely up to adding it here on the server. I do like the Tiger one. It's pretty cool. But I feel like you could do something really, really cool with Dragonite. So if anybody wants to make one, go for it. And it'll definitely be included in the contest. As long as it's like high quality, what we're going to do basically is go through all the submissions and just make sure we're going to kind of do a quality assurance check on all the different textures. Make sure you didn't leave a bunch of random splotches of color everywhere or anything that kind of just makes the texture look bad. We'll remove those. And anything that kind of just looks silly or stupid or something that I don't really want on the server, because there are a lot of textures that I've seen that are kind of cool and kind of funny, but they don't necessarily fit into Pokemon per se, and you can kind of go cool and crazy with it, but when you start adding certain things, if you just scroll through the list of submissions, you'll see what I mean. Those ones are probably going to be removed as well from the contest. Just because we want to keep things at least a little bit classy here on the server. You know, you got to keep things nice. And then after that, everybody is going to be included in like a poll system where players can actually vote. What is that thing? Oh, is that a Halloween? That is a Halloween Sceptile. That's pretty cool. Do you know what sounds like a really good idea? Let's take on the Rock Gym here after this guy gets finished up with just our Nidoking. It's going to go great, for sure. So one thing I do need to mention is that I did get Earth Power on my Nidoking. We replaced Thunderbolt with Earth Power, and basically the reason we did that is just so we had the Earth Ground type stab move, and it's actually going to be pretty helpful here, except not against this Aerodactyl. Okay, crap. That just ruins all my plans here. So I was originally going to go ahead and use this Earth Power move against the entire Rock Gym. And that's bad. That sucks. Okay. So at this point, I don't know what we're going to do. I guess try Ice Beam. That's not really going to work great, but it'll work against Aerodactyl at the very least. And we can see if we can even take out one Pokemon. I mean, it looks like we might take out Aerodactyl, but outside of that, I don't think we're going very far here. And we have a Choice Scarf. Wow. Okay. I regret even coming here. All right, guys, so I'm blowing all my money here. You can see I bought 2 epic scrolls and actually 2 uncommon scrolls as well. You know what? I'm just trying to fill up on scrolls, you know? And I feel like once we get so many scrolls that our entire inventory is full, we're just constantly going to be checking things off the list. There's going to be so many duplicates that it's not really going to be like completing 20 different scrolls, because we'll do one challenge and we'll mark it off for like 3-4 different scrolls. So that is the goal right now. If anybody posts them in the GTS, I will try to buy them as long as they're for a reasonable price. And once we go to open these things up, we might end up making a little bit of profit out of them if we get like Master Balls or something out of them that we can resell for more than we paid, things like that. I'm actually surprisingly close to completing this challenge. Let's go ahead and try to catch 8 more Pokemon. Might as well. And 30% of the Pokedex, actually pretty close to that one as well. And that gives a decent amount of money, a couple gems. And then defeat 300, we're pretty far out there. Hatch 25 Pokemon. Most of my eggs I end up just tossing out. But we can check our daycare. I always forget to check and just see. So here we go. Egg available. Click to claim. And IVs too. There we go. All right, so those are some decent IVs. Unfortunately, only 131, so it's really not even worth keeping around. What we're actually looking for is at least 331 IVs, since our other fletchling already has 231s. So actually, we probably should have replaced this one. Now that I think about it, we should have hatched the egg and replaced this one, but that's fine. You know what? We'll wait for another egg. We'll see if we can get something a little bit better. And for now, let's just catch some random Pokemon. So we'll go after a couple Shroomish just to see maybe we can get a hidden ability one. It's pretty unlikely, but it might happen. Who knows? And then we'll also go after, I guess, let's just throw our Ultra Balls at random things. And I'm going to have to open my casino again very soon because I'm blowing all my money. And we're down to 300,000. We had 1 million at one point, but now we're down to 300,000. And I need to open my casino before I lose all my money because I need some money to gamble. And if I go completely broke, I'm not really going to be able to run my casino. But that is okay. You know what? We'll figure something out here. After we catch these 10 Pokemon, please. We've only gotten 3 so far. 4 so far. Okay, that's good. 5 so far. Nice. I don't even remember throwing an Ultra Ball at a Ladybug. Alright, and let's go through this Pavilion. Oh, wait, this... Okay, I don't know what Pokemon are. I swear, it looked like one from the back. Maybe I'm just crazy. You know what? I must just be crazy. Is that even a Pokemon? I don't even know. Oh, there we go. We got it. Catch 100 Pokemon. Cool. So now the next one is probably going to be like catch 10,000 Pokemon. 250. Okay. It's not quite as bad as a jump as I think this one was. Defeat went from like 20 Pokemon to 300. So next up, I guess we really just need to grind out the experience and maybe... That's pretty much it. We've released a lot of Pokemon, surprisingly. And we could release a whole lot more here because there's just so many in here that I just don't need. Like all of these, I don't need any of these. We have our best ones in the daycare anyway. We might as well release those. We might as well release all the Pokemon we just caught. We'll check the Shroomish for its effect spore. That's bad. And let's see. What else could we release? Maybe this Pidgey. Maybe this Zigzagoon. Maybe this Metadite. Maybe this Flaffy. I don't know. I think that's pretty much it. Rattata, we probably go. Probably you. And, oh, we have so many Pokemon. Okay, we don't need any of these either. None of these are needed at all. We don't need Grimer. Shelmet. I kind of want to see a cool Aura Shelmet in his evolution line. That could be really awesome. So, somebody try to make one of those for the contest. And you might get it added into the game if it ends up being cool enough. Patrat. This is our giant Numel. We'll keep him. Venonat, Murkrow, Skitty. We're just trying to, you know, clean things out. Make some room for some Pokemon in the future. Alright, we got our Ralts collection back there. We got a few Pokemon still here. We don't really need all of these, but I'll keep them anyways. And we'll kind of clean out this box as well. I think this egg is just a... Does it tell you when you do IVs? No. But it doesn't have great IVs, so we're going to toss it. So after cleaning out our entire box, we were sitting at release 250. 200 out of 250 Pokemon. So we got a little bit closer. We'll get there eventually if I just keep releasing Pokemon. And someday we will get there. I don't know exactly how I've released 200 Pokemon when I've only caught 101. But we'll just pretend that makes sense in some world. Let's try and see if our Nidoking can at least take on maybe one of these NPCs down here. You know what? Let's try and get ourselves an Old Rod. Let's see if we can even do that. So jumping into it, first up we have a Seadra here, and what we're kind of going to be looking for is, I got rid of my electric type move. That's so bad. But we'll use Earth Power. We'll see if maybe this can take out this entire gym. Yeah, I wish this was a gym. This entire NPC, rather. And we're actually completely surrounded by people now. So our Nidoking is actually doing a pretty good job here. Unfortunately, I just realized, for some stupid, terrible reason, I believe Gyarados can't be hit by ground-type moves, which... He's a fish. Why Why is he a flying type fish? But we only have our Nidoking on our team right now, so there's nothing we can do there because of our Choice Scarf. Unfortunately, not going to be able to take out a Gyarados. Let's go ahead and see if maybe we can get maybe a good rod. Maybe somehow this will be easier. So I'm kind of thinking this might be the NPC that has all the starter Pokemon, which means there shouldn't be any that can fly. Although I think we need to have more than one Pokemon to do this, really. Because these guys all have 6 Pokemon, and they're all 5 levels above me, so it's really unrealistic to expect Nidoking to take out an entire NPC by himself. Now this NPC, actually, we might be able to take out. Yeah, look at that. Our Nidoking just wiped this entire NPC. We got ourselves... we were supposed to get a Magikarp, but awkward. I don't think I ever added that reward, so unfortunately, no Magikarp for us. But we do need to work on getting this achievement right here because, well, actually, I thought we were supposed to get an amulet coin for defeating trainers, but we never did end up getting one. You know what? Let's just go ahead and open up this Shadow Egg. But let's see, what are we going to get out of... Oh, I really want a Shadow Ditto. It looks terrible, but a Ditto would just be really helpful to us. Although, pretty much any of these Pokemon are good enough for me. I would take just about anything. Oh. Did we actually call it? We actually called it. Okay. Wow. I was not expecting that at all. Alright, so the most important thing with a Ditto, since it's pretty much only going to be used for breeding, is its IVs. Let's go ahead and check those out. IVs 2 should do the job there. Oh, my chat, need to turn that on. And wow, okay. 76% IVs, that's not actually bad at all. We got 28 HP. 31 attack is really good. Anything that says 31, that is really great for breeding. Even 28 is really not that great. Just because you're going to have to rebreed to get the 31 anyways, so it's not really worth it. But 31 attack is really good. 26 defense, it's okay, I guess. But again, same thing as I said with the 28. And then special attack's pretty bad, special defense pretty bad, but speed's 31 as well. So we have 2 31s on this Ditto, and it's 76% IVs. That is pretty good. Let's go ahead and take a look at this ugly, ugly little thing. Oh, this poor guy. It looks so bad, but at the same time, it's just great. So I'm happy that I got a Ditto, and I'm actually really surprised that I called that. It's happened a couple times, and it's actually shocking every time. I'm like, you know what? I could do with a Shadow Ditto, and then I get one. It's great. So we're gonna go ahead and put our Nidoking and this Ditto in the daycare, and I want to do that because I just want to see what kind of eggs we get out of it. I know our Nidoking has really good IVs. Our Ditto has decent IVs, so why not? Let's go ahead and put them in there, and we'll have to grab another Pokemon before we do that, just so that we can actually put both of them in the daycare. /daycare, we'll put them in slot number 2, and we have to check that egg as well. So Nidoking, confirm, and then Ditto, confirm, and they should be good to go. Yep, okay, so we'll wait on an egg. We'll probably have to check that out in the next episode. But let's take a look at this egg. Click to claim, IV's 1, and terrible. Okay, right in the trash with you. Alright, so I know we didn't really get much done in this episode. Tomorrow there is going to be an episode where we go ahead and take a look at our Mawile and get the best possible moveset. So make sure to stay tuned and check that out if you are interested. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.